Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mitwa, where I, Madhurima Sappatti, a freedom soul coach who helps coaches, creatives, and entrepreneurs get freedom from burnout so that they have the freedom to reconnect with themselves, love themselves, and express themselves to their highest potential. Today, I wanted to share with you guys my experience with burnout. For those of you guys who have seen my interviews or have been a part of my Instagram channel or LinkedIn channel, I have spoken about this quite a lot of times. But I wanted to put this out there in the world right now and share my journey around burnout. Now, as I look back to my life as an intern, as someone who was working a job, a 9 to 5, I realized that I have experienced burnout quite a number of times, not only in a job setting or a workplace setting, but also in a setting where I was studying for my exams, where I would be preparing for my medical degree for to get a seat in a college, and I'd be studying day in and day out, like 24 hours. You could say not 24 hours necessarily, like I would sleep for like 4 5 hours and then I'd get back up and study. And there was a time in my life when I used to go to give my exams. The first time I gave my exams, I missed my seat by a couple of marks. And here in India, competition is extremely competitive. If you lose a couple of marks, your rank goes down by thousands, right? And that means that you lose your seat to thousands of people who are ahead of you. So it was very hectic, it was very chaotic, and I didn't get my seat the first time that I tried for medical. And it was seriously by a couple of marks, to be completely honest, and it crushed my heart. So I decided, hey, if I lost my seat by a couple of marks, I'll give it another try. And I gave it another try. I took a drop year and I studied my ass off, and it still didn't result in a medical seat. I again lost the seat by a couple of marks. Like my marks were higher, but the cutoff kind of rose higher as well. So like if the cutoff was 150 earlier, I got like around 158 or something, but the cutoff now was 160. So again, I lost the seat by a couple of marks, which pissed me off to all hell. But the thing I wanted to share with you guys is I wasn't even aware that I was going through a burnout. While studying so hard, every time I would go down to sit and write an exam, my hands would start sweating. I would have anxiety attacks. I felt I was looking at the entire world from a very negative space. Seriously, like there was a point in my time where I was like, I am not worthy of living because I'm not getting this medical seat. And it was a very, very dark time. I will be completely honest. It was a very dark time for me. And I was exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically. I was in a place of no return, right? Like all I would get would be rejections, and I was tired of rejections. Having experienced them a second time after having studied so much. So I was about to give up, but then I changed directions, thankfully. And the second time, the second major burnout that I can remember, which is the most influential burnout that I have ever experienced, is when I was working in an agency. I was working from home. This was before COVID, and I was still working from home, thankfully. It was very chaotic. The thing is, when you start working from home, you think it's all fun and games. And I know a lot of people have experienced this, but you basically have zero boundaries because your boss expects you to be available all the time. And it was chaotic. I was working late into the night, and then I was working earlier in the morning as well, because we had clients both from US and India. And I was the primary content writer. Like I was the only content writer. And it messed me up. Like I was so excited about this job because I am getting paid to write. Like, is this a real life or is it fantasy? And it was annoying. I didn't know why it was annoying. After a point of time, after 3 months down the line, it got very annoying for me. I was irritated every time I would go to the office to kind of like have a group meeting or something. I would come back irritated and annoyed. I would be pissed off with my family. I'd be pissed off with myself because going to the office meant a 4 hour drive here, like going and coming back, and it was very annoying. It was tiring me out physically. and it tired me out mentally and emotionally as well. I had no idea why I was experiencing all this. And there were times that, as time progressed, I would open my laptop, I would look at my phone, and I would get annoyed. I'd cringe away from it because this meant that I had to sit down and write again. But I still had no idea why I was feeling so annoyed with this job. I mean, this is supposed to be something that can get me money so quickly. I'm not even kidding. And it just drowned me out, and I had no idea why. And then something clicked for me. I express myself by writing. I express all the things that I'm feeling by writing them out. And I hadn't had the opportunity to do that in 3 months. I had all these pent up feelings. I was not able to express myself freely. I was not loving myself. There was just this hate all around me. And I was going through panic attacks and anxiety attacks constantly. And it was so tiring. it it broke me down seriously a lot of times. I eventually took the decision to kind of quit my job because, I offered a higher pay. I was offered better situations where I could relax more. And I was like, yo, this is not it. Like, I know that this situation is not going to change because it hasn't changed in the past 3 months. And so I had a long conversation with my mom. This was the only source of income at that point of time. And for our house, and I was just like, I don't know if this is the right decision. But my mom was like, no, you go for it. You take care of yourself first, and then take care of everyone else. Prioritize yourself first. Fast forward pandemic and all that stuff. The reason why I'm so passionate about talking about burnout is because it took me 1.5 years to realize that what I had gone through was actually a burnout. Like, at that point of time, even if I wanted to go back and check as to what happened with me, like if I wanted to help myself, I had no idea how to help, how to ask for help, because I didn't know that burnout even existed. That's why I'm so passionate about sharing awareness around burnout. I wanted to create a space that allowed people to know that, hey, this is okay. It's okay to go through burnout. It's okay that you are going through this. We can figure it out. You can work through it. And yeah, I mean, that's that's why I'm so passionate about burnout. Now you guys know. Yeah, like sharing about how you can help. I coach people around burnout so that they have the ability to reconnect with themselves. I was extremely disconnected with myself at that point of time. I hated myself. So that's the reason why I'm so passionate about helping people with burnout. And there's a tinge of spirituality that comes into it, because I'm a spiritual person, and I believe that spiritual practices actually help a lot when it comes to reconnecting with yourself, loving yourself, and expressing yourself. So that's why I do what I do. Tell me why you do what you do in the comments below. I would love to know your stories as well. Yeah, that brings an end to this video. Before I leave, though, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you have been reading the description, I finally launched my tribe on Identi. It is live now. You can see what my reaction was when it went live. It's basically a tribe that is focused on, breaking the fast pace of our lives and helping us slow down with the intention to reset and breathe. What this will allow us to do is basically refocus on our work, break the hectic state of our mind, and genuinely slow down. Look at things from a newer perspective, learn something new about ourselves, which is so important. The reason why this tribe is so important is because not only is it something that will help you prevent burnout. I mean, it's not a complete cure, it's just a way to prevent burnout and reset yourself every single day. But it's also a really nice transition. So if you have been wondering, hey, I want to get coached by Madhurima, or I want to get into coaching, but I'm scared of all that will happen, this is a really nice way to transition. You will experience firsthand how it feels to get coached by me. I am also offering a free 30-minute session when you join the tribe, where we will talk about burnout, we'll talk about why you're doing this, how I can support you. I'll go into depth about all the habits that are available in the tribe. I'll add a link to the Identi app so that you can download it. Go to the tribe section and find my tribe. Right now, the link to the tribe, the direct link to the tribe is not available, but you can definitely search it. It's a wonderful app. And I mean, it has helped me kind of habitualize myself and develop myself in the past 3 months or so. So it's a wonderful app. And I hope that you join the tribe. I hope that you join me in a coaching session so that I can support you in the best way possible and just grow. Let's get this going. I am so excited to share this behind the scenes video with you, and how you can actually check out how the tribe looks and how you can, check it out.
And now it's actually about setting your tribe life. Let's do it.
Oh god, I'm so excited.
A few moments later.
If you go to the app already, you can already see Conqueror's Reset is in here. You tap on it. There's your description and everything, and also there the habits are already listed. They are locked because I need to join the tribe in order to do it. Yeah, and then people can tap on the button up here to actually subscribe to your tribe, and then you're live.
Please join me there, and let me know in the comments below if this video resonated with you. If me sharing my experience resonated with you, I would genuinely enjoy that a lot. Thank you. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe this channel so that it can grow more. See you on the other end. Bye.